Hi, I'm Ferris J, energy therapist for pets and their people and pet loss counsellor. Today I want to look at what I find one of the most challenging aspects for people going through pet loss grief, and that is how it's almost a hidden grief. It's a grief that people can be very reticent to share. And even when you're going through extreme pain, you're maybe feeling shock after the death of your pet. Your whole life has literally been turned upside down. That beautiful presence that was there every day, that you fed at certain times and walked and snuggled with you on the sofa, is suddenly gone, and your life is suddenly very different. And yet, for many people, other people do not understand at all, and their grief, the grief that you feel when grieving your pet, is not recognized. Some people have to go straight back to work, straight back dealing with family and friends, and it's especially when the people in your life do not understand. They are not pet lovers, or even if they are to some degree, they really don't understand the depth of pain that you can be feeling. And I see with a lot of my clients when I do pet loss counselling, pet bereavement counselling, it compounds their grief, and also it can make people hide and push away their grief, even feel embarrassed to share it, like they shouldn't have those feelings. And that's the reason I'm making this video, to let you know, please never be ashamed of the grief that you feel when your pets die. It kind of almost upsets me to see people not only in the pain of grief, but also struggling to hide that grief. And in the long term, it doesn't do any good. If you bury grief down, it festers. The best thing to do is to acknowledge the grieving process. It may be very painful. It may be shocking. You may be angry. You may be upset. You may be feeling physical symptoms, symptoms like depression as well. And my suggestion to you is to firstly acknowledge the pain that you are feeling. Our pets give us such incredible unconditional love that it is heart-wrenching when we lose that. When we lose that presence, there is no easy way through that. But if we acknowledge the grieving process, look where we are and have an intention to move forward and to heal, we give ourselves permission to heal, and we support ourselves as we heal, that process can be gentler. And it's important to look for people in your life that are supportive, other people who are great pet lovers, who understand what you're going through. It might be a local pet loss support group. It might be working one-on-one with a pet bereavement counsellor like myself, especially when the loss of a pet triggers other issues, other losses in your life, other animals, other people you have lost, or even situations that happen during the life of that pet. I see that a lot. It triggers past grief, it triggers past upset. And if that is the case for you, please know that there are ways to process, to move through those grief and whatever is coming up for you. In my work, I use specific techniques, emotional freedom techniques and mindset techniques to help people navigate that journey of grief slightly more gently, to take care of themselves a little more during the process, because that's another thing people forget. They forget to take care of themselves. And when the world doesn't notice or doesn't understand what's going on, sometimes people just try and plow forward and just put it to the back, or say, well, reflect what other people are saying. Oh, well, just get over it. And please don't do that to yourself. Please acknowledge that you are grieving. Take steps to make that a gentler process for yourself. I do have a free guide, which I will link to below, which has some suggestions And I do have resources. I use a technique called emotional freedom techniques, tapping, which I find really supports people. And in the guide, I link to that process as well. So please know there are things that you can do for yourself to help you through. Know also when to avoid people who aren't supportive, the people who will tell you to just get another pet or get over it or don't understand. You will never make those people understand if they haven't felt that deep connection and love with an animal companion of their own. They're not going to get it. Find the people who will support you and support yourself. Be your own ally through this, and know that as you navigate the pain and work through it, that then the love and the loving memories become stronger again. That when you think of your pet, that you can think of them with less bitter and more sweet, that the loving memories can become stronger than the pain of their loss. And that's really the work that I do. So there is that free pet loss guide below. If you would like to find out more about working with me personally, I do offer a free 15-minute consultation by Skype or phone, so it can be worldwide. So please do take advantage of that and start to really go on your own journey of working through that grief. So even if you're in a place where people don't understand, I live in Ireland and a lot of people don't even know support like this is available. And I see so many people that kind of aren't willing to acknowledge their grief because culturally people have a little bit of a stigma sometimes with acknowledging grief around animals. But none of that matters. You go on your own journey and get the support you need so that you can heal for the future. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Ferris J. Bye bye for now.